So a couple years ago, I made a video about the Elgato Facecam and comparing it to a DSLR camera. And I'm about to do it again, but with the new Facecam Pro. Woo! So this Facecam can go 4K. Big old difference than how the Facecam Elgato Facecam was. So for a long time, I've been using a DSLR camera to do my streams and to have them as a webcam. To be completely honest, I think it's actually overkill because you know, you really can't have any sort of flaws on your face because then the whole camera, because it's like a $2,000 camera, will see every sort of flaw completely. Look at this. You didn't even see this. Unnecessary. I now want to take my camera and start making other content with it, like movies or promos for other products. I need to have something that's going to be stationary on my setup, but still makes me look amazing. And to have the DSLR crisp projection that I need for my streams. But it doesn't have to be this crisp. It is really crisp. I'm currently using a Sony A7C, which is an overkill camera, but it looks really good, as you can see. The only thing is it just doesn't capture my color of my hair very well. But I decided that it's time for me to almost take a step down and use a Facecam instead. So Elgato has a Facecam Pro that goes up to 4K. So when comparing the two, this is Elgato's original Facecam, and it's an amazing Facecam, which is wonderful. And you can make it look pretty dang good, which I made a video about 2 years ago. But now we're going with the Facecam Pro, which is 4K. There's a big difference, obviously, in size. Size matters, apparently, when it comes to 4K. This is still something that you can take with you anywhere you want to go. A lot of people are starting, like myself, are starting to make content abroad or doing travel content, but they still want to look crisp. So what I want to feature is, again, a comparison between my DSLR camera, this one's obviously top notch, and then with the Elgato Facecam Pro, and see how it compares to each other. So this is how the Facecam Pro is when you first connect it to your PC. For some reason though, the moment I started like moving around, the saturation went up like crazy. So I don't know what happened there. Your field of view here is insane. This is at 100% right now. You can see my whole room. You can see the mess. Even more room than you had with just the Elgato Facecam. Now with the Facecam Pro, you have extra room. With all this room. Wow. So we're going to do some adjustments in the camera hub settings to make this maybe make me not look like an Oompa Loompa. The camera actually out of the box is incredible. Like, it is very smooth. It looks crisp. So we are going to adjust the field of view automatically because no one needs to see my belly. Not too sure about what's going on with the whole coloring and stuff. So we're going to have to just make sure that that's not automatic because apparently that's a problem. So the field of view right now is at 167%. And you can do a pan tilt, so you can kind of move where you want your camera to be. That is insane. So you can position it exactly how you want it. You can also do presets. You can make that as a preset here. So you can like A, B, C. The Elgato Facecam Pro now has autofocus. The Elgato Facecam did not have autofocus. Now, it's a little bit slower than a DSLR camera, not gonna lie, but that's okay. It still adjusts and it does a really good job doing so. So if you're a content creator that really wants to make sure that you can put stuff in front of the camera, it does a pretty good job doing an autofocus. So you can make it go from anywhere from black and white. So if you want to have a little black and white segment with your stream, you can do that within the Camera Hub software, or you can go full Oompa Loompa. It seems like it does pull really nice darks and lights, so that's really nice. Shutter speeds at 1/100th. Shutter and ISO is at 427. Anti-flicker processing. What I learned is the amount of power that you have, depending on which country you're in, that's how you determine your hertz. So if you are in Europe or any other country outside of North America, you would have it at 50 hertz. If you're in North America, we pump out less power, you would have it at 60 hertz. I just learned that watching another video as reference for this, and I was like, fascinating. So I also use 2 Elgato key light airs for my lighting. works beautifully. So adjusting the lights to being darker, which is really nice for stream, because you do want to make sure you have a really nice light setting, especially if you're using the Elgato green screen. A lot of times you don't want to be blasted out, because if you have too much light on your eyes while you're streaming, you're gonna get tired. You're already staring at monitors. The last thing you need is for really insanely bright lights also showing at you. But the Elgato Facecam Pro here is actually capturing still a lot of light on the automatic setting while I'm adjusting my lights to even lower. So now I'm at like 14% for both of them, and it still looks pretty good. It's starting to get a little bit granulated, but it still looks really good. I'm impressed. But there you have it. It actually looks amazing, and it actually picks up. So funny thing is that when I used my DSLR camera, it wasn't picking up the Elgato light strip very well. But this is, and it's doing it like a beautiful hue here, or I don't know how to explain it, like a beautiful ray projection. That's the one thing I love about the Elgato light strip, is that there's no flickering at all. Now let's see if we can add any sort of effects. So we have a few of them here. We have like mirrored. You can change it if you want to mirror your camera. This is obviously only good if you use the Elgato green screen, because that way no one's going to notice if it's backwards at all in your background. If you don't care, you don't care, whatever. You can also flip it if you want to just be upside down and just really mess with people. Wow. So the blur, let's see what the blur looks like. Okay, so the blur really does its job. So what happens if I do this? Whoa, that is trippy. Yes, I'm in a professional office now. What else we got? Yeah, this beautiful IKEA home. You can do like a lo-fi. I can make a lo-fi screen or scene. Oh, that's so, yo! Moving background. Now I just feel like I'm in some sort of weird movie where it's like you're in a dream because you don't know which pill you took. Fascinating. Oh, you can add your own. That's pretty cool. That's the AI background features. You can also adjust how you preview. So you can drop it right down to 720, 30 frames. If you don't want to have full 4K, you can just do 2160 with 60p. 2160p, 60 frames. This is a very, very good webcam. So now, instead of using a DSLR camera, and I know it looked amazing, don't get me wrong, this camera, shh. Okay, there we go. So using the Sony A7C was amazing, but this is a very good alternative. And now I can have a webcam stationary in my system without ever having to adjust to anything. And before I would actually have to have a fan in the back of my camera in order to keep it cool during stream, because after like a couple of hours, it would get overheated and then it would just go black. You still need to also have some sort of way of capturing it, either with the Elgato Cam Link or the Cam Link Pros that are integrated into your PC. Any sort of thing. Like there's always external things that you need to have, or a dummy battery. So it's not just the amount for the camera, it's also going to be the extra components that you'll need in order to host the camera for your PC setup. So using the Facecam Pro will make it so that you only need to use just this. You do need to have a USB-C to USB-C connection for the Facecam Pro to make sure your computer has that. So if you're looking to have a camera for your streaming setup that's going to be stationary, and then you can use your fancier camera, or you want to upgrade from the setup that you have now to something that's a little bit more crisp, then use the Elgato Facecam Pro. It truly is an amazing product. I am color me impressed. Make sure to like, subscribe, or whatever. Do whatever you want. But also make sure to comment in this video and tell me what your thoughts about the camera is. Love to hear them. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Mwah. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be my webcam forever. I'm so excited about making really good content with a really good camera.